They said they're expected to be back in business inside of here in just a couple of hours. For now, live in Richland, Ann Parker, 16 WAPT News.
Had to be scary moments for the people in that gas station. Thanks so much, Ann. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist David Hartman for weather first.
Splash and dash downpours and some thunderstorms in progress. Most of the thunder and lightning, northern Yazoo County and northern Madison County, lifting north. Had some downpours in the southern and southwest corner of the state, lifting to the north. They are weakening with time, though, as they move towards the Jackson area. So certainly the threat of an isolated shower this evening, but rain chances will be going up significantly. And there could even be a little action down in the Gulf of Mexico. Lots to talk about when I come back in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, David. Well, live at 5, 2 people injured after an apartment shooting, Megan.
Yeah, that's right, Tammy. This happened on Pine Ridge Apartments on Rebel Woods Drive. Police say the two men may have opened fire at each other. Paramedics rushed one of the victims into emergency surgery. They tell us the second man is stable tonight. Hell on earth. That is how one man described the heat coming off of a fire at a warehouse in Canton. 16 WAPT's Denise Brown was in Canton and reports that warehouse had been abandoned for more than a decade.
It was like hell on earth. I mean, the heat, the intensity of the heat. You know, you could feel it. I could feel it inside the house.
Bright orange light and thick smoke woke up neighbors around 2 Thursday morning.
So I came to the door, and I was going to try to move my car. But the heat pushed me back up in the house.
The heat from the abandoned cotton warehouse on North Canal Street reached across the street, damaging cars and houses. One man grabbed a bucket of water and rushed through the smoke to save his house.
I came out, and I seen the chairs. If I had came out, the chairs was on fire. It probably would have caught. The house would have caught on fire from the chairs and probably burnt the house.
Another neighbor rushed her children out the back door and waited out the fire in a parking lot.
They were just scared. They were just shaking the whole time.
The fire chief says this warehouse's walls were made of an old wood that burned up quickly. It took firefighters over 6 hours to get out all the hot spots.
Canton's fire chief says the old Federal Compress building has been abandoned for over a decade.
What the cause may have been, but there was no service to the building, no gas, no electric, no water.
He says someone recently bought that lot and was in the process of tearing the building down. In Canton, Denise Brown, 16 WAPT News.
Man, a huge fire in Canton, and so far tonight, no word on what caused that one. Well, Tammy, someone spotted a man peeing in the middle of a street.
Yeah, that's right. You see, family members say that someone went outside to ask the man to stop, and that's when they claim that man pulled out a gun and opened fire. 16 WAPT's Ross Adams is live at 5 in Pearl. Ross.
That shooting last night on a quiet street with women and children in the line of fire. Witnesses said the man was standing outside his truck relieving himself. Billy Jordan said the man appeared to be drunk. His son came out and confronted him. He told him to stop peeing and leave their neighborhood. That's when they say the man pulled out a gun and fired a shot at him.
Especially, shooting at somebody, him being drunk, he could have went in that house or could have went in my house, could have hit one of my youngins or my grandkids. But
so in that sense, it was pretty scary.
What it was to my kids, in my 30 years of being a police officer, I've about seen it all. And it didn't scare me as much as it did, worried me about, one of my kids getting hit because my son ducked behind that big old tree there when he fired.
Now, neighbors said police found a bullet casing in the street near the spot where the shooting happened. The man, according to witnesses, was driving an older model Chevy, green or blue, with flames painted on the side of it. And police are still searching for that man tonight. For now, we're live in Pearl. Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
All right, thanks so much, Ross. Well, developing news tonight in the Prince death investigation. Tonight, detectives say he died from an overdose. Well, the Minnesota medical examiner released his autopsy results today. It says the musician died from prescription pain medicine. Investigators are now looking into the doctor who gave Prince those drugs.
We know that he's had issues with, his hips. If you look back in the days of Purple Rain when he was on top of risers and jumping down off risers in those heels, it damaged, parts of his body.
Now, all of this is happening while lawyers are trying to divide the singer's estate. Several people have come forward claiming to be related to Prince. Megan, a Terry teen is now facing capital murder charges.
Yeah, that's right, Tammy. This is related to that attempted break-in yesterday at a home on Cape Brook Drive in Byram. Police say 18-year-old Samuel Reed and another man planned to rob that house. Officers say when they made it inside, the teenager who lived there got a gun and killed Reed's accomplice. Authorities say Reed is now charged with capital murder because of the death of his co-conspirator. One neighbor told us the homeowner taught his teenage son how to protect himself.
Last time